Alright, so we're up, headed to the gym here. Get the first workout in about 7 a.m. A little bit late, I know. Sorry to all my 5 a.m.ers out there who are disappointed. But yeah, getting it going.
Why I think I fight. Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy training? No. Do I enjoy cutting weight? No. Am I nervous? Yes. Do I think to myself, what am I doing? Yes. Completely. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you're either born with or you're not. And the only way I can explain it, to try and make it make any sense, is that if I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom. I can't explain it. I see other people live their lives and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend because I want to watch this movie. I think, who cares about a movie? You're looking forward to the weekend for a movie? You're looking forward to the weekend to get drunk? Like, these things to me are so mundane. They mean nothing. And if I don't fight, if I'm not in a situation where I'm stressed or worried or concerned, I'm just perpetually bored. And boredom's crippling. If you're an intelligent person and you've got a good brain on your shoulders, you can't just sit there bored, you know? So most smart people take the academic route to avoid boredom. They learn, but that's never really interested me either. Although I've always been an intelligent guy and I've always done well academically, it never really interested me. And then I see people climb Mount Everest or jump off buildings or do base jumping, or the guy who jumped from space. People think, what's he doing? He's crazy. I understand. Because some people can't live normal lives.
Boom. Back from the gym. Time for a little coffee. And boy's gonna get the little streaming of the day's news.
Less likely to mask, less likely to take other mitigation measures, and they were also farther back in line to get vaccinated. So they were not.
Alright, just finished the stream. You know, got after it. About to hit the gym. Let's fucking go.
People cannot just function 9 to 5 office job, get drunk at the weekends. That is not for some individuals, and it's not for me. So I have to find something which keeps me physically tired enough to stop me going AWOL, and mentally tired enough. And I've chosen fighting, because without this, when I'm not in training, I wake up every day and think, okay, what am I gonna do today? It's 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, I'm bored, everyone's at work, I'm bored, and I'll end up doing something crazy. I'll either end up drunk, or on the Eurostar, or, you know, it's just a random lifestyle, because I'm constantly looking for never-ending entertainment, and it doesn't exist. I think the only thing that could stop me fighting is if I had enough money to constantly entertain myself. Unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life. With fighting, I have to train twice a day, and I have to train hard, and the stress it brings in every aspect can replace fun, and my mind is occupied. It occupies me. It's the only way I can try and explain it. It occupies me, and I could never stop doing this even if I lost 100 fights, because I'm not built to live a normal existence. I can't do it. I couldn't just have a kid with some girl and sit at home and work a little bit and relax. I've never relaxed in my entire life. I don't know what relaxing is. It's just not me.
Every other sport respects fighting, because it's the true bottom line. The bottom line is always going to be violence. If I argue 2 + 2 is 5, and someone else argues 2 + 2 is 4, and I smash his face, it's 5. It's 5. Between me and him, it's 5 now. It has to be. He can't say it's 4 anymore. He ain't got a mouth. And that's just the bottom line of life. And obviously, we want to live peacefully, and we go through life, and we try and be mature adults and we live in a civilized society. But it's still violence that's underpinning everything. I think a lot of my worldviews and a lot of the things I say have a semi-violent connotation. I don't mean them to be like scary in any way, but I've been told this by people. They say, Tate, the reason they banned you is not just because of what you say, it's because you're scary. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Oh, my favorite drug ever.
Bro, miracle. They're like, you're scary. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm scared? Like, oh, you're an ex-professional fighter, you're living in Romania, and you've got all these pit bulls and these machine guns, and it's like people are intimidated by you. And I say, well, violence is the underpinning of society. Violence always has been the bottom line for everything. I talk about this all the time. I talk about if you get a parking ticket, you pay threat violence. You may not think this is threat violence. You don't pay that ticket. more support, then listen to me, etc. Sooner or later, police are going to turn up, and they're going to say, "Come with me." You say no, what happens? Fine. There's a threat of violence behind every single red light. There's a threat of violence behind a parking ticket. There's a threat of violence behind every piece of paperwork you've ever signed with the government, behind your driver's license. This all comes back down to a threat of violence. So when you talk to pacifists or people who say you don't believe in violence, they say you're a liar. Because you believe in civilized society. Civilized society is pinned on one thing: violence. Fuck up too bad, violence comes. That's just even if you go to a forest and you see a big beautiful tree, there's he crushed all the other trees around him. That's a violent guy. The big tree is a violent tree. He destroyed all the other little trees. So you have to understand that violence is what makes the world go round. So it's good to be good at it.
Stop feeling like you don't have power. Stop feeling pathetic and weak. Break out of your television and dish tranced. It starts with a war growl. It starts with getting fired up, staring at yourself in the mirror and showing some teeth and saying, I'm a human being, I have dignity, I'm going to resist, I'm going to start recognizing the propaganda, I'm going to break free from it, I'm not going to fight with my family, I'm going to organize with my family and realize we're under attack by the social engineers, and I'm not going to fight with my neighbors, we're going to organize, humanity's going to come together. Ah! Ah! We know we're under attack, we know it, we're breaking the conditioning. Ah! Ah, we're coming for you, globalist. Ah, coming for you. Coming for you. We know what you're doing.
This lion is the king of the jungle. Huge mane. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big. He's so hot. He doesn't want to move. Now, the lion comes, they start messing with him. Like his nails. He doesn't do it. The lioness, she starts messing with him. Coming on, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this. They start to move in. Jackals. Hyenas. Barking at him, laughing at him. He nip his toes, eat the food, it's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, until one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in its path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
One of the only things in this world you can control is your state of mind. You can't control the weather, you can't control other people, you can't even control your health. You might get a brain hemorrhage, you might get hit by a bus. One of the very few things in the world you have genuine control over is your state of mind. You decide if you're a disciplined person, you decide if you're a happy person, you decide if you're a depressed person. These are things that in real time you can affect in your brain. This is all you can control on Earth. If you can't control that, then you're just a feather in the wind. And life's gonna blow you around and you might land somewhere good, you might land dog shit, nobody knows. Your state of mind is what you should be able to control. If you can't wake up and say, today I'm making some money, and actually try your very, very best, and actually stay dedicated to that task. If you can't do that, you're fucked.
Every man understands you shouldn't be complaining about things you cannot change. You have to play the cards you're dealt. To be born a certain height and then to sit there and go, what do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You become the best version of yourself, just like everyone else does. Nothing about the height is in and of itself enough value for me to be a valuable man. As a man, you build your value. You are born with the cards you're dealt. Sure, it'd be ideal. Look, I'd love to be 7 foot tall. I'm not. So it's the same argument. If you're 5'2", you need to become rich, strong, and funny, and charismatic, and interesting, and witty. If you're 6'4", you need to become rich, strong, well-connected. It's the same game. So to sit there and complain about it is asinine. All of you have a handful of insults. I don't think you understand that. You could have been in a car crash at 4 years old and lost your legs. Do you have any understanding of how lucky you have been? This is pure luck. There's no this only luck has kept you fully able-bodied, sitting there, capable of learning and listening and becoming something. You don't really need to be that tall if you're important and rich, and when you walk in the room, you think when fucking Mayweather walks in the room, people give a shit? Fix that frame in your mind. You are viewing yourself as a short man. Stop it. Walk the fuck up and be the man.
And I'm sorry to talk like that, but I've got a big vocabulary, but I'm sorry, sometimes the Volgoth, the vulgar, the barbarian way is the way to say it. And these creatures, these globalists, they have knowledge of this floating in it and then decide they're God and go on a rampage power trip. And look at you, New World Order, despite unlimited trillions of money, despite all your garbage and all your pretty faces and all your teleprompters, independent grassroots media is kicking your teeth in. And we haven't even got started yet. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny. I want to say something. I'm a lover, and that's why I'm a fighter. And I love my family, and I love justice so much, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to stop you. And I hate your stinking guts. I can smell you from 1,000 miles away, and you smell like failure. You smell like hell. And I want to thank the God of the universe that I'm not with these people. I get tears in my eyes to God, but I'm thankful every day that I don't come from filth like you that want to trample on humanity. Thank God I'm not a degenerate, filthy vampire like you. And I guess in the final equation, as upset as I get watching you hurt the innocent, that's what matters. I'm a pioneer. I'm an explorer. I'm a human, and I'm coming. I'm animated. I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood going through it fast. I like to fight, too. I like to eat. I like to have children. I'm here. I got a life force. This is a human. This is what we look like. This is what we act like. This is what everybody was like before us. This is what I am. I'm a throwback. I'm here. I've got the fire of human liberty. I'm setting fires everywhere, and humans are turning on everywhere. And we're gonna get our metaphysical hands around your stinking necks. Make no mistake, parasites. There's an attack on the species by a guild of psychopaths, and they must be defeated.
Trying to stay about the light, about the spotlight, the club, and all that kind of stuff, man. I'm trying to hide.
Broy's about to hit Diffie.
It's all fake. Understand what I'm saying? This life, this game, there ain't no love in it. It don't love you back.
Shoot.
All your vlog viewers to think
All my darn 6 vlog viewers.
Dude.
I don't want them to think I'm not a
Shoot.
good person.
But see, man, a nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird, Magic, or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man?
Nice enough for me. Shoot.
I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know?
And that about sums it up for the boy. Gonna edit a little bit more and then that's it, guys. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment.